background, and you're just like, oh shit.
True.
And then screen goes to black, and there's just silence.
That's true. That's a good point.
So,
Sort of like what they did. Well, I guess I didn't see, but the Sopranos, how like it went to black supposedly when fucking dude died.
yeah, when Gandolfini died, yeah.
Yeah. His name Tony Soprano.
Yeah,
Is that
Tony
his name?
Soprano, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I actually found out that that diner is actually in my old hometown in Jersey, I think.
No shit.
Yeah, and apparently, like there used to be like a list for you, like you had to get on a list in order to sit there. But now I think because since Gandolfini died, they kind of like roped it off and just out of respect, they're just like nobody can sit here now.
That's awesome.
I thought about going there like next
I mean,
time.
I'm not a big fan. I've never even seen a single episode of Sopranos, but I do dig Gandolfini. I've seen him in some other shit.
Yeah, I've seen him in some other shit too, but like I was never like that big of a fan. Like I remember him in Get Shorty.
Never saw Get Shorty.
Yeah, it was weird.
Although we were in the sequel, weren't we?
We were, yes.
Somewhere in there.
Be cool. We were at the Aerosmith concert.
Yeah, we're in there somewhere.
We're in that crowd.
That was the Bobo tour too. That was
That
fucking
was.
a great tour.
That was, man.
That's
Aerosmith
still, I think, my favorite Aerosmith album. I gotta say.
Honkin' on Bobo, really?
Yeah, man. I know it's a bunch of covers, but I dig that album a bunch.
I dig it too, man. But I mean, for me, I think their best album. God, I can't even like pick one album because like for me, like Rocks always kind of comes to the top of the list. But then I'm always
Yeah.
like, well, what about this one? What about that one? Like Get a Grip is a really good album too.
Yeah.
Pump, I thought it was really really good.
Toys in the Attic.
Toys in the Attic's fucking amazing. Fucking even Get Your Wings, the first Aerosmith album.
Oh yeah, man. Actually, the first one was eponymous. It was Aerosmith. The second one was
Yeah.
or the third one was Get Your Wings. I don't remember.
No, the second one was Get Your Wings.
Oh, the second one was?
Yes. Don't fuck with me. I know my Aerosmith history here.
Well, the first one was just called Aerosmith.
Yeah, the first one was just called Aerosmith, which I
And
actually
that had like Mamakin and shit on
yeah,
it.
which I actually have the record of autographed
Me
by
too, man.
dude, I have the record like framed on my wall right now, sitting next to me, signed by Joe Perry.
Nice, dude.
It's so fucking cool, man.
Like the vinyl copy?
Yeah, vinyl copy of it, man.
Sweet, man.
Like the packaging of it's a little beaten up and whatnot, but I mean, I got it framed and whatnot, and it's autographed by Joe Perry. I'm just like, fuck it, that's enough for me. I'm not gonna fucking sell the damn thing.
Yeah, seriously. Who cares if it's a little beat up?
Yeah,
That's awesome, dude.
that was, man. That's so fucking cool.
That was awesome.
You remember playing guitar on Toys in the Attic? Yeah, that was awesome.
Remember when you said back train will get you home? Do you think that's true?
Well, yeah, I guess in some mentality, I guess it is. That's so awesome.
This guy's awesome. Fucking awesome.
Fucking Chris Farley, I miss that fucking guy.
Fucking Chris Farley.
Fucking guy.
Fucking guy. I remember how it came up. My boss recently mentioned Phil Hartman, and I was like, oh, Phil Hartman. I fucking miss Phil Hartman.
Like I was never that big of a Phil Hartman fan though.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I dig Phil Hartman.
So I
think
I haven't seen that many sketches of him like doing stuff. I always just recognize him as like, oh, he did the voice of Troy McClure on The Simpsons, and
He was on Pee Wee's Playhouse.
he was on Pee Wee's Playhouse. I didn't fucking remember which one he was, but anyways,
He was Cowboy Curtis. Or no, that was Lawrence Fishburne.
yeah, that was Lawrence Fishburne.
I forget his name then.
Yeah. Anyways, but the only like sketch of his that I remember from like Saturday Night Live was the motivational speaker where he was the dad. I'm just
yeah, that's true.
I'm like, yeah, he's good in that, but I mean, Farley fucking steals the fucking show on that one.
Oh, of course. Then again, Farley kind of steals the show in just about anything.
Yeah, and it's to
That's
put
the
it.
only reason David Spade is funny is because of Chris Farley.
Well, David Spade was funny.
Well, that's what I mean. Now that Chris Farley's gone.
Yeah, now it's
Notice how David Spade's funny went right away with Chris Farley.
yeah
Connection? Wonder.
for
Sort of like, Dennis Leary's career went down the tubes when Bill Hicks died because he had to come up with his own material.
yeah. To be fair, man, fucking Dennis Leary still had a career.
Well, he did the TV thing, which I guess didn't require any comic ingenuity. Although, was it a funny show or was it a drama?
Rescue Me was a drama.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, Rescue Me was a drama. There was a TV show before that called The Job where he was a cop, which only lasted 1 year.
The funniest thing he did for me was probably when he hit a dude with a toaster in a movie. I don't remember which movie it was, but he totally hit a dude with a toaster. It was awesome. I think because he was like, fucking with, like beating on some chick or something like that. So he came and beat the shit out of him with a toaster.
Huh.
It's great.
I'm trying to think. Well, no, because he also did the voice of forget the cat's name, but the Ice Age movies.
Oh yeah.
He also did that. So I mean, he's got voiceover work. He did Rescue Me, which won numerous awards, which he wrote and fucking he pretty much wrote or co-wrote every episode. So
yeah.
And so you can't really
I'm
say
just
like
a little bitter about that.
And you can't really
situation.
Yeah, but you can't really say like the cat's career died considering he skyrocketed kind of after that. Like his stand-up career.
That's true.
Like his stand-up career. Yeah, you could debate that one.
But then again, a lot of people's stand-up career was like that. Because, I mean, like Letterman and Conan and Leno, those guys were all stand-up comedians before they were talk show hosts.
Well, Conan was also a writer on The Simpsons before he was a talk show host.
Was he really?
Yeah, you remember the episode about the monorail? Like Springfield getting the monorail? He wrote that episode.
He did?
Yeah, he was actually
That's
the only... Not only that, he was the only writer who didn't come back to write for the movie.
No shit.
Yep.
Huh.
The more you know...
I don't know. I've never really given that much of a shit about The Simpsons, in all honesty.
Neither have I. Like I've kind of gone back and like watched some of the newer episodes. I'm just like, all right, you get like one laugh here and there, and it's kind of the same thing with Family Guy now. So it's
yeah.
I don't know. Like
I tuned out of Family Guy a long time ago.
I still try and catch Family Guy every now and then, but it's like they really don't advertise when the fuck it's on. So like I have to catch it on demand. Like the only like real new show that I kind of started digging was the new Muppet Show. Actually, believe it or not.
Oh, I didn't even know they had a new Muppet Show.
Yeah, it's the premise of it is basically like they're all working on like Miss Piggy has a talk show and they all basically work on it, and like Kermit's like the producer, Gonzo's a writer, Fozzie's like the opening comedian and whatnot. And basically it's just like kind of like a behind the scenes, like how they get the show made and whatnot.
That's cool, man.
And like
is that where the whole uproar about like Kermit's new chick came from?
Yeah, cause him and Piggy broke up in the storyline, so Kermit's like dating somebody else, which I always thought was fucking hilarious. Like feminists are like, how could he's dating a younger and skinnier girl and blah blah blah. And everybody else is just like, so it was okay when Piggy was beating the shit out of him for no fucking reason. And he gets out of that relationship, gets into a new one where this chick, kind of digs him and whatnot. And I know it's all fucking puppetry and whatnot, but like, stick with me with the storyline here.
I was gonna say, remember, it is just puppets.
Yeah, it is just puppets. But the storyline, the new girlfriend fucking digs him and whatnot, and he isn't getting abused by her at least. So why the fucking uproar?
Seriously,
I don't get it.
Plus, they're frogs. Even if you don't want to accept that they're fucking puppets, they are frogs.
They're frogs and pigs.
Oh, yeah, frogs and pigs.
Yeah, but like some of the humor is a little more adult now, which I'm just like, all right, I kind of dig that little adult dig, if you will.
Yeah.
Like there was one episode, Kermit, he convinces Fozzie to live out his dream of like going to Hollywood and writing a movie and whatnot. So he goes to the woods for inspiration and whatnot, and like sees like food hanging in a tree. He's like, well, that's a kind of a weird place for people to put food and whatnot, but all right. He starts trying to jump for it. He gets shot with tranquilizer darts and whatnot. So Kermit has to like go to the ranger station to pick him up and just be like, look, I was just kind of, I didn't want to hurt your feelings and whatnot. So, and Fozzie looks at him. He's like, Kermit, why is everything just spinning around right now? He's like, oh, trust me, I know how you feel. I looked at my cousin once and the wall started melting. I'm like, oh, you fucking, yeah, all right.
That's awesome.
But yeah, apparently people were pissed about that because they're like, this is supposed to be the Muppets and blah, 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 blah. It's like, calm down. Calm the fuck down. Like, you guys in the fucking, everybody that's complaining
just
about
frogs and bears.
It's just a fucking cup at Starbucks. Calm the fuck down.
Seriously. I don't even give a fuck about Starbucks.
Yeah, fucking...
shitty coffee.
It's shitty overpriced coffee anyways.
The problem with Starbucks is that, like, people seem to equate really fucking bitter, nasty tasting coffee with quality. And the problem is that good coffee isn't necessarily bitter. It does have bitterness to it, but it's not necessarily that it's super bitter. It's just very dark and roasty in flavor, but not necessarily super bitter. So Starbucks can just fucking take their semen and shove it up their fucking asses because I don't want to drink that shit. Man, I fucking hate Starbucks. There was a great picture I saw where, like, there was a Starbucks van with the door opened, and it was one of those, like, sliding doors.
Yeah.
And, like, just the way that the letters lined up on the fucking side, like, because it was open, it said sucks. And I was like, fucking yes. It was perfect.
I mean, good. There's a difference between good coffee and bad coffee. Like, the good coffee, obviously, you drink it down. Bad coffee, you spit out. It's all a matter of personal taste. If you like the taste of Starbucks, fuck, go for it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop you from it.
I don't know, they're just so fucking pretentious.
But to be quote-unquote offended by them saying, like, oh, it's a holiday cup, and it's just a red cup. Why are you being upset? There's no reason to be upset over a fucking cup.
If anything, like, the Jewish population or the African-American population should be like, fuck you, why aren't we represented? Why is it just red? I mean, I guess to a degree that could be an African color, but, like, it doesn't represent the Jews in any particular way. Like, why not make half of it blue?
No. I think George Takei put it best. He's like, you know what? Let's just make it a rainbow color. Everybody's represented. There we go.
There you go. Perfect.
There we go. Either that or just not fucking do one.
Seriously. People get so up in arms about, like, the dumbest shit. It's got to be Merry Christmas, not Happy Holidays. Fuck you.
No, how about just Happy Holidays?
Seriously.
Or how about thank you for visiting?
Yes. Or if someone does say, like, even if someone does say Merry Christmas, I mean, don't correct them and be like, it's Happy Holidays, What if I don't believe in Christmas? Like, just fucking deal with it. Like, they'll be like, I'm blah. Like, just say, or like, if someone's like, Happy Hanukkah. All right, fuck it. Happy Hanukkah. I'm not Jewish, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
You're apparently Jewish because you're wishing me Happy Hanukkah, so fuck it. Happy Hanukkah back to you.
Yeah, fucking rock the menorah, motherfucker.
Why not? And if someone's like, Happy Kwanzaa, I'll be like, clearly you're blind, but Happy Kwanzaa to you.
Yeah, whatever, man. Happy Kwanzaa. Rock that shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a matter of common courtesy, I think. Like, don't get so up in arms about the words. It's just the intent of people, that's important.
Yeah, it's really...
They're trying to wish you a happy time.
Yeah.
If you can't jive with that, fuck you.
Yeah, but everybody's like, no, you have to say Merry Christmas. This is a war on Christmas. Like, it's not a war on anything.
I'm putting the Christ in Christmas. Oh, yeah. Since when has Christ been in Christmas? Have you seen the history of Christmas in America? Yeah, there's a lot of Christ in it. Tons of it.
Yeah, and besides, pretty much Catholics have a history of, wanting to break up a good time or changing it to suit their means. So, let's kind of break that shit up right now.
Did you see there was some article that came out that tried to purport that there was some sort of, like, Catholic origin to Halloween just to make, like, Catholics feel better, or Christians, I guess, feel better about the fact that it's not necessarily a pagan religion or a pagan origin holiday. Jesus, I can't talk anymore.
Jesus Christ. Shit like that just makes me want to do the worst Kurt Cobain impression I could ever do.
See, it's like, you guys have nothing better, like, to concern yourselves with in your lives? Could you maybe just go, like, jack or jerk or Jill off? Like, fucking do something, like, more constructive. Like, anything would be more constructive than this.
Yeah.
Shove your finger into an operating blender. That's more constructive than you getting up in arms about the origin of Halloween. Does the origin of Halloween have likely any connection to kids going door to door dressed up as shit to ask for candy?
No.
Maybe, loosely, but, like, who's to guess where it came from? Does anybody really know? Does anybody really fucking care? That's what kids do. Give them the fucking candy and shut up.
Yeah. I mean, it's like,
seriously.
I was watching this.
The kids aren't like, oh, this is a pagan religion or this is a cat. They don't care. They want their candy.
Yeah, they're just like, look at me. I'm fucking Iron Man. Give me candy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no meaning. It's like
exactly.
Easter,
Yeah.
You're Just candy and little presents. And who's this Jesus guy? What does he have to do with this Easter thing? Oh, only everything. If you're actually a Christian. But
and like my parents were totally cool with